Strategic thinking helps leaders and managers navigate uncertainty by making informed, forward-looking decisions. In this lesson, we're focusing on a foundational tool, the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. By the end of this session, you'll understand how to conduct a SWOT analysis and apply it to guide strategic decisions within your organization or team. Let's start with what SWOT analysis is. It's a structured planning framework used to assess both internal and external environments. Strengths and weaknesses are internal, things you control. Opportunities and threats are external, factors in your environment that you monitor and react to. The goal is to understand your position better to make smarter strategic choices. Imagine you're a manager at a mid-sized software company. You know your team is talented and efficient, which could be internal strengths. But maybe your platform has some technical limitations compared to a rising competitor. That's a weakness. At the same time, there may be growing demand in emerging markets, which could be an opportunity. New regulations limiting data collection might be a threat. A SWOT lets you bring all this into focus at once. Let's explore strengths first. Strengths are your organization's internal advantages. These can be tangible, like proprietary technology or financial resources, or intangible, like brand reputation or a culture of innovation. For example, a food delivery startup might have a strength in its hyper-efficient logistics network. Identifying strengths helps you understand what to build on. Weaknesses are internal factors that place you at a disadvantage or limit your performance. These might include outdated systems, skill gaps, poor customer reviews, or high employee turnover. Often, teams ignore weaknesses until they become major issues. But in SWOT, you're encouraged to surface them early and look for ways they can be solved or minimized through strategy. Now for the external side, opportunities. Opportunities are trends, events, or gaps in the market you might be able to take advantage of. These could include new customer segments, evolving technologies, shifts in regulation, or changing social behaviors. For instance, an electric vehicle company might view new sustainability laws in Asia as opportunities for market expansion. Threats are external risks that could negatively impact your business or strategy. These could be economic downturns, aggressive competitors, supply chain instability, or even public opinion shifts. Businesses that ignored online retail as a threat in the early 2000s often lost competitive ground. In SWOT, identifying threats early allows you to prepare before they become crises. A useful way to approach SWOT is to gather perspectives from across your organization. Include people from marketing, operations, technology, and customer service. Each group sees different patterns and pain points. For example, while leadership may see a stable revenue stream as a strength, the customer support team might notice rising complaints, a possible warning sign of a deeper weakness. Once all four factors are identified, the next step is analysis. This isn't just a list, it's about connecting the dots. Ask, how can strengths be used to explore opportunities? How can strengths reduce exposure to threats? Can certain weaknesses be improved to unlock new opportunities? This cross-analysis, called the TOES matrix, helps you move from observation to action. Here's a simple example. A local coffee chain identifies their strength as loyal customers. A weakness is their outdated mobile app. An opportunity is a growing trend in mobile ordering. A threat is a large competitor entering their area. In response, they might decide to invest in a new app and launch loyalty-based mobile promotions. That's strategy guided by SWOT. Keep in mind that SWOT is not a one-time exercise. It works best when revisited regularly, especially during times of change. Market movements, technology shifts, and internal team changes all impact SWOT factors. For instance, the rise of generative AI in 2023-24 might be a brand new opportunity or a threat, depending on your business model. Also, avoid vague language when filling out a SWOT. Saying great team isn't as actionable as saying team with high project delivery rates and low turnover. Clarity leads to better decisions. Use data, concrete examples, and customer feedback whenever possible to support each factor. Another best practice is to keep your SWOT aligned with strategic objectives. If your goal is to innovate in sustainability, your SWOT should center around competencies, market trends, and risks related to eco-friendly products, not just general capabilities. This makes the analysis more relevant and impactful. Don't be afraid to prioritize. Not all items on your list carry the same weight. Highlight the top 2 or 3 in each category These are your strategic levers, the areas where action will matter most. Without this, SWOT can quickly become overwhelming or too general to be useful. You can also conduct a competitor SWOT. This means analyzing another organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats from your perspective. This helps you anticipate moves and identify areas where you may have an edge or need to defend. Many product teams use this as part of competitor benchmarking. Finally, remember, SWOT is a starting point, not a strategy by itself. It sets the stage for deeper planning. After a SWOT, you'll often move into goal setting, option selection, and action planning. Think of SWOT as a foundation. It tells you where you are and what you're working with, so you can decide where to go next. To wrap up, SWOT analysis gives you a reliable way to assess both your internal situation and the external environment. It's easy to learn, quick to apply, and powerful when combined with strategic judgment. Up next, we'll explore Porter's 5 Forces, a tool that zooms in on competitive dynamics to help you chart your strategic direction even more precisely.